Sharon M. Atkinson here, MacGyver of Design here. Today is Wednesday, December 17, 2025. The time now is 5:14 p.m. This will be the 161 content video that I'm going to place in my 46 playlist, Mind's Eye Faith. This is part 11 in the series, New Heavens, New Earth. The theme scripture is 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 11 through 13. Let's begin. Since all these things are thus to be dissolved, what sort of persons ought you to be in holy acts of conduct and deeds of godly devotion, awaiting and keeping close in mind the presence of the day of Jehovah, through which the heavens being on fire will be dissolved, and the elements being intensely hot will melt. But there are new heavens and a new earth that we are awaiting according to his promise, and in these righteousness is to dwell. How wonderful is that? Now, are we more attracted to Jehovah God? Some of us. Not only as a creator, we're just going to emphasize as a designer, as the designer, master of it all. Does he seem more appealing? So depending on how we approach the scriptures and approach our viewpoint of Jehovah God from his works, we have a lot of reasons to draw closer to him, because we know that designers tend to be very sharp, intuitive. They have a certain sensitivity and the extra ability to see beyond what we can see and put it together. Correct? That's what we see. That's why we hire designers. Jehovah God is at the ultimate top of the design program or plan or ability. And so when we read the scripture, that's in Revelation 21, and we read verses 15 to 21, we get a better sense if we focus on it, not as some kind of weird layout, but looking for Jehovah God's abilities and his expressions and learning about him through the things he has created. What do we see? We see a mountain that's been made, and a mountain that is 1,500 miles in height, 1,500 miles in width, and 1,500 miles in length. 4 squared. Why do we call it a mountain? Because there are foundations, and each foundation is laid on top of each other. And since each foundation is laid on top of each other, it's going up at a height to all these furlongs, which is what? 12,000 furlongs, which equals 1,500 miles. And now we know the gate is 144 cubits. 144 cubits. That's 216 feet. The walls. So now the walls are that high, about 18 to 20 stories. So that means that the walls now are perching on top of that. That's what the scripture says. So then there's a city on top of a mountain, and the mountain is not a copper mountain. It's not even a gold mountain. It's not an iron mountain. It's made of precious what? It's precious stones. Wow. Incredible. That's Jehovah God's style. Can we match that? Can we make a mountain like that? No, Jehovah God. Only one. What is the purpose of this presentation and the city that's on top of the mountain? It says here in verse 22, "And I did not see a temple in it, for Jehovah God, the Almighty, is its temple. Also the Lamb is, and the city has no need of the sun nor of the moon to shine upon it, for the glory of God lit it up, and its lamp was the Lamb. And the nations will walk by means of its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their glory into it. And its gates will not be closed at all by day, nor night will not exist there." There's more to read. We'll pick up on that tomorrow.